Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna talk about ALEO again. Couple things. I just started mining it for last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, so basically for a week. Kind of late in the game, but I have to turn all 140 cards, the whole entire thing, to ALEO. Did try some asterisk mining, and it's probably 1/3 of what the ALEO doing. And the way I just start looking at it, hashrate.no is probably the best site for me. Works out pretty well. I just go and get my GPU 3070 in there as one of my major card there, majority, and then I can check 3060 Ti and 3080s if they're any profitable at all. So now Zealous that I was mining before is actually dropped to 0 profit, and it's about 5 cents 24 hours, where ALEO is still in top of the list, 24 on 24 hours, 24 cents. It's after power, by the way, 12 cents electric cost. Now it's 21 as of right now, and it's about 9 o'clock here Pacific Standard Time on October 15. So these numbers change really frequently, obviously, because the network hash rate and the price of ALEO fluctuate a lot. Now what I noticed here, the amount of ALEO here changes a lot. So yes, the hash rate is staying, but the ALEO, how many ALEO you get per card, that's the big fluctuation here. Not only that, but looking at the pool, so I have to adjust all of my calculations there based on actual 24-hour rate. So when I go to the workers and I check on my 24 hours, and then I compare to my total farm, which I do after that, and I go basically put all of my cards, all the quantity, all 140 cards there, and check what's the hash rate I'm getting on those rigs per rig, like 8 rigs, right? And check it out and make sure my average there on the pool over here for those miners 24 hours are pretty close to what I'm getting in the actual for my data, right? So because if I go only and check hashrate.no, they have slightly higher numbers, but not necessarily, with a little bit different power use also for all these cards. So when I put my numbers, my power usage slightly less, not 115, but like 110 on average. And that includes my server PSU in Octaminers and all the other usage. It's at the wall reading. So obviously hashrate.no does not give you that reading, so you have to account for that. So it's basically just the card usage. However, my cards use a lot less, even with after I divide all the power on the Octaminers. So even though I use these settings, my power draw is not 115, it's a little bit less. It fluctuates a lot by the card though. If we look at 3070 rig, like the largest rigs here, let's say, and we have anywhere from 84 to all the way to 100 watt, but overall it's 1300 watt for 12 cards. So when we divide that, we come some common average like 211 watts per card. So that's what I'm getting there, and roughly it's throughout the rigs. It's very fluctuating. And look at the hash rate, it's also fluctuate a lot. So my farm here showing 60 mega hash per second, or it's mega what is it called, proofs per second, right? So wherever they translate to, but it's 59, but it's dropping to 30, so it's fluctuate a lot. It goes from 30 to 60, almost double or double down hash rate. So but my average there is on the pool is 24 hour. That's what's important, because it's keeping the 47 average, 47.3, and that's where my calculation comes. So when I calculate, right now I have like 46.57, a little bit less, so somewhere I can adjust, because I probably added slightly power use on few of my one of my rig. I was playing with the numbers there, with the settings, so you could basically add, like I did, 1587 for lock core clock right there, and core clock set I use from hashrate.no 200, but this actually using a little bit more power, but also added like 0.2 mega hash for rig, 8 card rig or 3060 Ti. So will be similar if I use that on 3080, I mean on 3070 cards, if I have them running a little bit. So, and we can try one of my small rig, just for example, like I'm seeing cooler rig, like runs really cool. I don't have any cards going hot, so let's check it out. Right now an average 408. Of course it's gonna fluctuate. It's in a few minutes it could drop to 30 for my farm, so this rig will not gonna be 28. It could drop to let's see, 3070. I have this one and these two, 30, actually 32 right there, the 8 card. So 3200, 60, 3245, very close. The power consumption slightly different, just because probably I put different settings power there. But let's do this 11, minor 11. Let me do that, and just as example, I'll show you if we put 15. Let's put 1587 for core clock, and you'll see in about few minutes later the difference. So we go back to farm, so this number 11 and 12, let me zoom in a little bit, that's visible here. Just a second, I'll push it up a little bit. All right, so here 2, 11 and 12, I can basically just select them. It'll be easier, and it's only these 2 rigs, so you could see, probably refresh a little bit, that 11 on 11 the hash rate gonna go, why is it, if you refresh you basically get rid of that, yeah, 3259, slowly climbing up. It's only like up a little bit now. It takes a little bit to take these clocks and start and add in the power. So you can see the power start getting a little bit more on this rig. So let's take a look. The power consumption used to be 940. Now it's 1000. It was actually close to 900. So it's about 120 watts we added already. Look at the hash rate. We about 150 more kilohash, 150 kilohash on 8 cards. So basically you can play with that if your power, if you have enough power on the available. So you just make sure don't overclock if you don't have enough power, and be aware of that your settings there. If you do power limit, you're maybe not gonna allow to fully get your clocks there, but you could see it's 424, so we added 20 kilohash per card already, so it's 3520 now, 35, so it's almost 300 kilohash there. You know, guys, it's a pretty good, actually. From 407 there, 407 we going to 438, so almost 30 now per card. 30 times 8, about 240 more kilohash. Let's see, is that right? 240, probably a little bit more than that. It's almost 300. It's 280, I want to say, or 275. Yeah. So pretty good. Like you can do that, but again, adding about probably 100 watts at least, maybe 120 watts more of the power use. So that's roughly about 15 watt probably per card, right? So yeah, make sure you have enough power and you're not overheating your card. But looks like pretty cool. They're running still kind of cool. They warmed up a little bit, but not a lot. So yes, we could do this number 12. We could probably do similar thing, and increase our hash rate slightly, right? So let's see where we at on all of the rigs. So 59.34, yeah, obviously you're not gonna see the difference just because adding 59.3, see like it dropping because the hash rate fluctuate altogether, but we could see that 11 actually doing at this point almost 400 something more, 420 more hashes, which is interesting. 420 kilohash on this rig, 385. Maybe just because I just added it, it's kind of reacting pretty weird. 385 versus 414. So yeah, it's hard to say because it's a lot of fluctuating on the ALEO hash rate there on the rig. So like I said, it can go all the way to 30 for me and then go to 60 mega hash. So just for all my rigs there, but it's you can play with that and just to keep your rigs kind of happy and within the limits. I guess have to figure out the actual efficiency there, if it's efficient running with that much power, you know, adding 100 kilohash. So let's do a quick math there. If we just do an efficiency, so I'm running 132 roughly, right? So I'm doing 320 kilohash on 111 watts in average. So 111 times 8, that's 880, right? That's about right. So now if I'm adding 120 watt, that's a 15 watts. So it will be about 136 watts. And I'm adding approximately, we calculated about 30, let's do just quick math there. We added 200, roughly 70 divided by 8 cards. So per card we added 33 kilohash. Let's just use 33 kilohash. So instead of 320, it will be 354. Let's see on efficiency there. Are we losing anything? 2.6. Yeah, it's not as efficient. So this actually 3060 Ti, but it's better than 3060 Ti a little bit. This one is 3080. I don't know if 3080 is that efficient. Actually, it looks like it is. And then this is a 3070s. So most efficient at this ALEO. So 3070 with the overclocks, Lux 1587. Clock. Is that what we did? Clock memory. Let me see one more time here. Yeah, 1587 core clock. So that's on the core. So the memory we keep 500 there. It's probably best setting there. I don't know. I haven't tried the other ones. Core lock. Sometimes people put in 300 in there. I haven't tested that. There is a bunch of video Rabbit Miner actually did on testing their and Crowman. I did a lot of that stuff, so you can really check it out. But I just want to see that efficiency level. So yes, you lose a little bit efficiency, but you do gain hash rate. So it's still profitable. So I think it may maybe make sense just because of the profitability is going to change quickly. We could see it's already at dropping to 21 cents. It was just at 30 cents almost a few days ago, you know. So we're gonna see that change, and it's gonna quickly change probably. So we'll have to really because the price now dropped to 250, of course. So price fluctuate a lot, so that's gonna drive that profits there as well. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you are mining ALEO, because that's the only coin so far I could do on the GPU and actually make a little bit of sense there for my farm, doing at least $30 a day with my power electric, and hopefully we will get something close to $900 a month after power. So all right, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you what clocks are you using, or what should I test there for efficiency, really, because I'm really just popping out with numbers and I don't know if that's really a good number to check right there. But so far I think that's pretty much on efficiency, the one that makes more of a sense there. Right there, did I actually zoom into the wrong spot there? Yeah, right here. So that's my efficiency on the low core, on the core clocks there. Look right there, 1587. And this one, it's 1470. That's from hashrate.no, and I believe 1470, that's for all of this card. They're pretty similar, right? I believe so. Let's check it out real quick. For 3060 Ti's, I have, oh, this one I actually did also 1587, and I added a little bit of hash rate, pretty good. But the standard, yeah, 1470 from hashrate.no, and for 3090, for 3080s also 1470, yeah. So really not a big difference there, except the lock memory is 5001. All right, so that's it for this video. Let me know, guys, what the hash rates are. You getting close to hashrate.no? Looks like I'm a little bit off. I'm a little bit, you know, if I put all the numbers there from hashrate.no, which I should be getting, like 0.33, 0.51, 0.28, I'm supposed to be at 48, and I'm getting 47, so I'm slightly off. Maybe how many percent off? Maybe 2% off, something like that, close to 2%. Yeah, that's what I'm about, 2% of the 24 hours on the pool, but still pretty close. I think it's still pretty good number. Just, I guess, my you know, to be honest, my 3080s are the worst, because I had to reduce a little bit of power usage there and stuff like that. But and 37, well, actually 3060 Ti, I added a little bit hash rate, so they're probably picked up there a little bit, because I add one rig. So now I can change few rigs and add and see if it's gonna change, if I'm gonna get more ALEO. Hopefully I will, and that will increase my profitability while we can, right? All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. Let me know what you're doing on ALEO, on your settings, clocks, and all that stuff, so maybe I can test something out, anything better than that, and we'll see how we performing, what hash rate are we getting on average, you know, after 24 hours. All right, I'll be testing this for 24 hours. We'll get that and let you know by doing a little more core, if I'm gonna get that, and if it's really gonna keep that efficient for me for 8 miners. So I'm supposed to be getting, if I'm gonna do this, equal 354 times 8, so this rig is supposed to get 2.8, so that's a miner 11, so I'm supposed to be getting 2.8 mega hash on the pool on my 11. So let's see where we at. 11 right here, I'm getting 258 right now. So yeah, it should be 2.8. I should get to 300 kilohash more. So that's the goal. We'll see. We'll keep it running for another 24 hours. Hopefully this miner 11 will improve. Then I can adjust the rest of my rigs. Let me see, rejected. Oh, 3080, have a little bit of rejection there. And this 3070 Y and 3060 Ti. Haven't seen that before. There was no rejection, was all at 0. So looks like we're getting slightly something, but it's still under 0.2%, which is great. Still pretty good, I think. Stuff there. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you. Have a good one. Click the like button. Bye.